Very long 1 kilometre this one, because it drags up and up until the riders get into the finishing straight. The final bend is around about 150 metres to go, and that's when you have to wait. Tom Boonen is a long way back there, but it might be an advantage here this afternoon. You can see the sprint is starting. It's Crédit Agricole at the front, and they will be trying to look after their man Thor Hushovd. Bernardi is in well placed, but so too is Tom Boonen, making his way up through the pack.
Well, Boonen knows this finish. He's going to wait until he has to go. Bernardi is the one in the green points jersey in the centre of our picture at the moment. They're allowing the riders of Crédit Agricole make a move at the moment. Remember, this is a long run up the hill, then they have a left flick down to the finish. Boonen and Bernardi look to be going for this one together. Jimmy Casper is still there in the white, and there's a fall in the middle. I don't know what happened there, but everybody got round the situation. That's a Crédit Agricole rider who went down. It might have been Hushovd. I think it could have been. Or it could have been Robbie McEwen, who's coming up on the outside, and now we've got McEwen has got it again. McEwen has got it again as he hits the line. Robbie scores the points today, and I think the return of the green jersey is destined tonight for the shoulders of Robbie McEwen. And who was the crash at the bottom of the road? And
Julian Dean went down.
It was poor Julian Dean, the sprinter. I thought for a moment it was Thor Hushovd, but it was the big sprinter Julian Dean from New Zealand who went down, and Gerard Porte here is rushing up now to check on him. He was lucky nobody else fell.
Well, you've got to hand it to Robbie McEwen. You don't know where he is, but he's there, first place across the finish line once again. Win number 2 for Robbie McEwen here at the Tour de France this afternoon. And just look at the power this man generates coming up to the line there. Boonen was caught out in the middle. He was battling to try and get the wheel of McEwen. Didn't have the power, in the wrong place once again here this afternoon. I don't even think Tom Boonen made a top 5 at the end of the day, but McEwen came through the chaos. All of it was behind him and got the win.
What a great win for McEwen.
It was, but another dramatic episode in the daily soap opera of Thor Hushovd's race to date. While the rest of us were watching either McEwen or the crash involving Julian Dean, the finish line judges were looking here, where Française Dejeur's Bernhard Eisel in white is trying to squeeze through on the barrier. And Hushovd, in the opinion of the commissaires, is illegally impeding him. So instead of 4th on the stage, he was relegated to 148th. That left the result looking like this. McEwen first, Isaac Galvez, who was involved in that crash with about 15 kilometres to go, recovering well to take second. And even with Hushovd relegated, Tom Boonen able to manage no better than 4th behind Oscar Freire. Most of the rest of the names that matter were in the main group on the same time as the winner, including Hushovd, even though he's relegated to the back of the bunch. Bradley Wiggins, though, paid for all that effort out front today, coming in next to last, nearly 3 minutes down. A good early move by Bradley, but the move of the day was undoubtedly Robbie McEwen's late one. Here's Chris to break it down.
Well, 400 metres still to go. We've circled Steegman and McEwen for you, so you can see just how far back that they still are. At the other end of affairs, you can see Crédit Agricole. They've almost got it together, but they're running out of men, and they haven't factored in this gradient. McEwen has, and that's why he's left it so late. He's ignoring the other riders. He's doing his own thing. He's using Steegman like a guided missile to take him around the outside. He doesn't even notice it when Julian Dean comes down. All the other riders, well, he took them by surprise, and when he's ready, he just launches the attack, and there's nothing they can do about it. Boonen was almost in the right place, and he launches his attack too, but he runs out of steam incredibly early and has passed before the line.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, the plan was always to do it exactly like we did, but plans don't always work in the Tour de France, but it just went exactly to the letter. The boys rode on the front from the 100-kilometre mark, and you know, we lost Fred Rodriguez yesterday, and you know, I knew I'd be missing him, but I tried to use Gert Steegmans in Freddie's position. I just guided him in the whole way, just kept talking to him, just said stay where we are, stay out of the wind, wait for the last kilometre, and I told him he's got to imagine that 200 to go is his finish line, and to do a sprint that he can get to there. So he went to go early, I wooed him up. He then went from 400, I took off at 200 just in that little bend, and I died 1,000 deaths on the way to the line, but still made it. For me, it's not about the numbers. It's nice to get another one. 10 is, it sounds pretty good, yeah, I'll admit that. But today, this one's especially for Freddie Rodriguez, because he crashed really badly yesterday. And, you know, he had to go home this morning. He's out of the Tour. And so I dedicate this one to Fred.
Crédit Agricole's